5 years old when Mom first caught Dad cheating. He was on his knees, sobbing, claiming it was just a drunken mistake. When Mom didn't back down, he grabbed a steak knife from the coffee table and held it to his throat. "Serafina, I'm so sorry," he choked out. "I should have just died in that fire 10 years ago." 5 years before I was born, Mom had been trapped in a house fire. Dad had risked his life to pull her out while she was pregnant with me. His leg had been crushed by a falling beam, and it still ached every time it rained. Mom watched as beads of blood began to roll down the blade. She screamed, lunging forward to grab the knife, sobbing until she shook. In the end, she chose to forgive him. From that day on, Dad reported his every move. He let her check his phone whenever she wanted, acting like the perfect model husband. I really thought we had moved past it, until the day of my 15th birthday. Mom and I came home from the amusement park early. When she pushed open the bedroom door, Dad was in bed with my aunt. "Mom," I said, gripping her hand tight. "This time, let's not forgive him." "Sarah, why are you back so early? Weren't you supposed to take our daughter to the theme park?" Mom didn't answer him. She just stared at him with cold, dead eyes. I squeezed her hand. Her fingers were ice cold, but they weren't shaking at all. Dad scrambled to pull on his pants. "Sarah, let me explain." I stared at the woman on the bed. She was wearing a silk slip Mom had bought just last week. It was still in the closet, and Mom hadn't even had the chance to wear it yet. Her name was Sienna. She was Mom's adopted sister, a girl Grandma had brought home from the foster system years ago. Mom used to tell me how Sienna followed her around like a little shadow when they were kids. Mom did her hair, tutored her, and even gave up her own college fund to make sure Sienna could graduate. And yet, she had betrayed Mom twice now. "Sarah, Sienna looked up with red-rimmed eyes, but I could see the faint glimmer of triumph hidden in them. "Don't you dare call her your sister," I yelled, stepping toward her. "You said you loved my mom more than anyone. You said you'd never do it again. How could you be so cruel? Twice, and on my birthday of all days." "Joy," Sienna bit her lip, tears streaming down her face. "I just came over to drop off a gift. We had a little to drink, and then, you're a liar." I was so angry I could barely breathe. "You give gifts in people's beds? Do I look like I'm 3 years old?" "Joy," Dad suddenly roared at me. "Watch how you talk to your aunt. She's not my aunt." I turned on him, glaring. "And you're not my dad. You're a liar. You promised you'd never hurt Mom again." I couldn't help it. The tears finally spilled over. "Do you have any idea how hard Mom worked to get these tickets? You said you had to work late. Instead, you were here with her." I pointed at Sienna. The word disgusting caught in my throat. Dad's face turned a sickly shade of gray. His lips moved, but no words came out. Sienna crawled off the bed, trying to grab my arm. "Joy, sweetie, just calm down." I shoved her away with all my might. She went down easily, letting out a sharp cry of pain. The look in Dad's eyes changed instantly from guilt to rage. "You dare put your hands on her?" I didn't even push her that. Before I could finish, a heavy palm slammed across my face. I clutched my cheek, my head spinning. I was completely stunned. A second later, Mom's hand flew out and slapped him right back. "You slept with my sister, and now you have the nerve to hit my daughter?" Dad's head snapped to the side. A red mark bloomed on his skin almost immediately. He slowly turned back, his expression twisting from shock into a dark, distorted sneer. "Serafina, I know I messed up, but for the last 10 years, I've lived like a prisoner. I have to report where I go. You check my phone. I can't even have lunch with a female colleague without you interrogating me." Mom looked at him, her eyes filled with nothing but disappointment. "You were the one who insisted on doing those things." "Yeah, because I felt guilty." Dad suddenly began to scream. "But you've used that one mistake to keep me on a leash for 15 years. I'm tired of it, Sarah. I am so damn tired." His eyes turned red as he spoke, acting like a victimized child. I looked at his face and felt sick to my stomach. Tired? Tired of what? Tired of lying? Or tired of sleeping with his own sister-in-law?